Welcome. Today I will discuss an experiment about air-fuel ratio. The purpose of this experiment is to find out the effect of air-fuel ratio adjustment to fuel consumption of motorcycle. Here the variable that will be measured is the distance traveled by a motorcycle for each carburetor adjustment, which are default, rich, and lean. For preparation, the motorcycle that is used is 2005 Suzuki Smash 110cc. The tools are screwdriver for adjusting the carburetor, 220 ml bottle for refueling, and also bottles and hose for draining the fuel tank. Before doing the experiment, first the fuel tank needs to be drained. The method used to drain is by using a bottle with small hose. To create this, first heat up the bottle cap using a lighter. Then make a small hole on it. Using screwdriver is possible. Then insert a hose into it and attach to the bottle. Next, drain the fuel tank. To make sure it is fully empty, turn on the motorcycle and let it on until automatically off. Fill the empty tank with fixed amount of fuel. There is 220 milliliters. This amount will be the same for all experiments. To set up carburetor for rich mixture, turn the pilot jet 90 degrees clockwise from default position. To set up for lean mixture, turn the pilot jet 90 degrees counterclockwise from default position. The track where the experiment is done has a length about 1.7 kilometers. The distance traveled is measured using GPS speedometer app on phone. The speed during the experiment is retained at 20 kilometers per hour. For the experiment, there are three different configurations: default, rich, and lean, where each configuration will be done twice for the experiment. Now let's see how the experiment went. The result from this experiment showed that rich setting gives the most distance for the motorcycle, that is 12.35 kilometers average, while default and lean setting give similar result, that is 11.65 and 11.7 kilometers respectively. Note that this result may be affected by several factors. Like the first factor is the weather condition or time of experiment, which affects surrounding air temperature. The second is carburetor adjustment may be different for the same configuration. The third is the accuracy on filling the 220 ml bottle for refueling. The fourth is the excess fuel after each experiment may be different. The last is the traffic condition that is randomly occur on the street. Several findings that is obtained from this experiment. First, the setting of carburetor surely affects the fuel consumption. Second, rich carburetor setting gives the most efficiency, while default and lean configuration give similar results. Third, rich configuration makes the motorcycle more responsive, but with the drawback that it runs hotter. The fourth, lean configuration has lower response and runs cooler. In conclusion, configuring air-fuel ratio gives impact to the motorcycle. Other than affecting the fuel consumption, it also affecting the responsiveness of the motorcycle. Based on the result and finding, rich setting delivers more efficiency on fuel consumption and more responsiveness. It also comes with drawback, that is, the engine runs hotter. Default and lean setting give similar result in terms of fuel consumption, responsiveness, and temperature, which are the fuel consumption of default and lean is higher, where the responsiveness is slower and the temperature is cooler.